Phonemes are taught in a particular order. Now it looks very different to the alphabet that we're used to seeing. Now the alphabet that many adults refer to use the letter names A, B, C, D, and we still refer to those at times, but we really focus at first on the phonemes, the sounds that each letter makes. So for this one, S instead of S, A, T, P, I, N, where your teeth are pressed together, which sounds similar but put your lips together instead, D, G, O, K, and K. So we know that they both make that same sound. If we call them the letter names C and K, but to help with the decoding and segmenting of words, they're K and K. Then E, A, R, H, B, F, and U. And we've also, in part of phase 2, we've learnt some digraphs. That's when two letters are together that make one sound. So when we see a C and a K together, it makes one pure sound, K. When you see an S and an S together, we know it makes the sound S, just as it does when it's on its own. When we see an F and an F together, it still makes the sound F. And when we see an U and an U together, it still makes the sound U. All of these phonemes can be found in your phonics books, in your book bags. So if you're unsure of the sound they make, or the action that goes alongside, the books in your child's book bag are there to support you. And these sounds, these phonemes, are taught daily, and we repeat them and revise them over and over again until they are secure. Grapheme. So grapheme is different to a phoneme. Phoneme means sounds and what you can hear. Grapheme is the written symbol that represents a sound. So in these examples, the magnets are showing D, an O and a G. The handwriting is showing a D and a G, O and a G. And also the text in the book is showing D, O and a G. So it's how it's written, the symbols that represent those phonemes. These are what we call tricky words. They're the words that crop up time and time again in sentences, the small words between the other words that we can decode. Now they're called tricky because we can't segment and blend them. We can't break them down. They just have to be learnt. This is segmenting. Segmenting means breaking down the word. So looking at those individual phonemes with each word. So in this one, we've got K, we have A, and we have T. So we're isolating each sound that we can see. This is blending. Blending is when you put all the sounds together to read the word. Cat. So at first you would segment it, K, A, T. And then you swiftly move the sounds together, cat, 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 until you can hear the word yourself. When you've finished your reading, you need to fill something in the reading record. So open up the page. Quite clearly you write today's date. If you could write the title of the book, so for this one you'd write Dig It, and any comments. Now, really useful comments to teachers are things like they turn the pages by themselves. They were able to identify the word the. They were able to decode D or G to find the word dog. They found it a little bit difficult, this word here. It's, is. It's a tricky word to learn. So they might have stumbled on that, but that's really helpful to put that in there. Struggled with the word is, so then we can focus on that in class. What else could we write in here? They talked about the pictures. Talk about how keen your child was to read the story and what particular bits they enjoyed about the story. So these just need to be, don't have to be full sentences. You could put some bullet points here just so the teacher has an idea of how your child's getting on and what they need further support with. And then, following that, the teaching assistant will then read your comments and pass it on to the teacher if there's anything that needs talking to. But the teaching assistant will understand that they've got on quite well with it and sign it for you. If there's something in here that needs further comment from the class teacher, it'll be passed on to them and we can write a note back. So if you're having trouble with something and you need some help, we can then write something back to you to support you with your reading at home.